So today I'll be talking about pregnancy, my journey through throughout my pregnancy and such. So this is going to be more on a healthy side, like a health side, like what are the challenges that I went through, and just I guess wanted to share a little bit of light on what we women go through during pregnancy. So yeah, I'm ready to share. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time, you are welcome. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you do not miss a thing. You don't want to miss a bit. All right, so let's go straight to what I wanted to share with you guys. So during my pregnancy, I had to go through a lot of, tests just to make sure that, I was healthy, making sure that, I'm able to carry till term, all these things we don't really, no one really talks about it. And I just felt like it was important for me to actually share some of these things, right? So I did go through my, my regular tests, and everything else seems all right. But one thing that popped up or showed up was that my iron was very low. And I think I've mentioned this before, maybe in one of my videos. I did mention that I was, anemic, so I had low iron. So I'm iron deficiency, so I have iron deficiency. So that one was very alarming in my case, at least, where, my doctor was like, yo, we need to up, your iron, because then your blood cells are very low, and you're pretty much, you're pregnant, you're carrying, so you're pretty much sharing, right, with your child. So it was kind of difficult, that kind of, brought up a little bit of my anxiety. I was just like, oh man, I hope I'm okay. I hope my baby is doing well as well. So, it was kind of a challenge that I went through, like stress, it added up to, the stress as well, just to make sure that, hey, I'm okay, I'm able to carry my child and it wouldn't affect it. So one of the things that I had to do is pretty much just watch out on what I was eating, and taking my tablets, of course, iron, supplements, and some other vitamins, and on top of my prenatal tablets that I was taking. But my iron was still very low, so it wasn't going up. It was still low. At one point, my OB was like, you know what, we have to get you to do iron transfusion. So I had to get that done. Trust me, when I heard that, it was, man, I was nervous, I was scared, because I was like, man, if we're getting to the point where I have to get a transfusion, then, this is really serious. So I had to get 3 sessions, so I had 3 sessions of it. I'm gonna put some pictures, videos, little pictures that I took. That whole session was a little bit of a stress. Well, not a little bit, I was actually really scared at one point, just to, you don't know, what would happen. You hear so many stories, you hear so many cases. So yeah, so I got that done. My numbers went up, and I had to try, extra hard to keep it up. Because from what I was told is that after this 3 sessions, if it still goes down again, I would actually have to go back again to get another transfusion. And trust me, that thing is not cheap, okay? It is not cheap. So every session that I had to go to, it was costing me above $100. Could you imagine? So each session. So I pretty much spent over $300 just trying to get the transfusion going. So yeah, so one thing I would really suggest for anyone that is pregnant or looking into getting pregnant or anything like that, make sure you do get yourself checked. Go do your clinicals, your physicals, get your, your regular tests, just to make sure that you're good. trust me, it adds up. Because first of all, you're stressing that, hey, am I okay? You're stressing that you're carrying, you know, a whole human being. And then on top of that, of the fatigues that you're going through, man, I'll talk about the fatigue in the next video. Trust me, it's not easy at all. So yeah, that at least was one of the things that I had to go through, which was more an alarming stage or level, was just that my iron was very low, and I needed to get a transfusion for it. Trust me, it was not a easy thing, but I was just glad that, you know, at least I was able, you know, my OB and I were able to catch this thing at least earlier and get it done. I did this in my, I think, 6th or 7th month of pregnancy. We actually got that done. I remember I was actually getting my own transfusion, and there was a lady who was getting hers done a month to her due date, and I could hear some of the nurses in there. They were pretty much telling her, I was like, oh, you know what? Sometimes it's risky to do it so late, just because you don't know if your levels are going to stay or anything like that. So just, you know, just get your health things checked. You want to make sure that you're good. So yeah, so that was one of my stressful moments that I had to go through. But, you know, I'm here and my baby's here and we're doing great. But yeah, so if you are actually, you know, going through something else that you'd like to share, you know, you can leave me a comment. If you went through the same ordeal as myself, you know, the stress, so if you're anemic or anything like that, I'll be talking a little bit more about that as well, just because I had to live, you know, with this for the longest time, and the fact that it was one of the major things that popped up during my pregnancy, you know, I'll be talking a little bit more about it. So yeah, tell me what you guys think, if you guys went through the same ordeal or maybe something different. It's not anemic, maybe, you know, I'm not sure what other things that are out there that people go through during pregnancy. So if you'd like to share, like in your comments, I'll always read your comments and respond. If you have some questions as well on what are the things that I did, you know, during my pregnancy, just to keep my sanity, you know, you guys can leave that in the comments section as well. So yeah, that was just my little, I'll call it TED Talk. So yeah, again, if this is your first time on my channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you do not miss a thing. And I'm excited to hear from you guys. All right, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.